American Power Unleashed. Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova Dazzle at WTA Finals in Riyadh. Under the blazing brilliance of Riyadh's desert sky, two young women from the United States electrified the world stage. Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova, two names that embody strength, style, and the unstoppable spirit of American tennis, came to the WTA Finals not just to compete, but to conquer. Their rackets were their swords, their hearts the engines of a new tennis era. And in the shimmering heart of Saudi Arabia, they unleashed a storm of brilliance that left the world in awe, a stage fit for queens. The WTA Finals in Riyadh marked a new chapter for global tennis, a fusion of tradition and transformation. The Desert Kingdom, glowing with modern lights and timeless sands, became the perfect arena for two American stars to etch their names into history. From the first moment Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova stepped onto the court, the energy shifted. Cameras flashed like lightning. The crowd, diverse and roaring, knew they were about to witness something unforgettable. This wasn't just sport. It was a spectacle, a celebration of youth, resilience, and the global power of women's tennis. Coco Gauff, commanding the court. At just 21, Coco Gauff already carries the aura of a veteran, a Grand Slam champion, Olympic medalist, and global icon. She entered Riyadh not as a challenger, but as a leader of a new generation. Her every step was purposeful, her every glance fierce. The signature white visor, the neon wristbands, the quiet determination. Gauff's image has become a symbol of modern excellence. In her first match against Aryna Sabalenka, the reigning power hitter from Belarus, Coco showed what makes her special: adaptability, intelligence, and nerve. Sabalenka came swinging hard, blasting winners left and right. But Coco, calm as ever, absorbed the pressure like a sponge, turning defense into art. Every forehand carried precision. Every slice whispered strategy. When Sabalenka fired a 120 miles per hour serve, Gauff returned it with a laser forehand winner that sent the crowd erupting into cheers. She closed the match 7-6, 6-3, and raised her arms high, not in arrogance, but in pride. Tonight, I felt connected to the crowd, to the moment, to the game I love, she said afterward, smiling under the Riyadh lights. The victory wasn't just another notch in her career. It was a statement. Coco Gauff was built for greatness. Amanda Anisimova, the rebirth of a prodigy. If Coco's rise was a story of steady brilliance, Amanda Anisimova's was one of redemption. Just a few years ago, she was hailed as the future of tennis, the teenager who stunned Simona Halep at Roland Garros and reached the semifinals before she could even vote. But then came heartbreaks, personal loss, burnout, and injury. For a time, she disappeared from the spotlight. In Riyadh, she returned, stronger, wiser, and with a quiet fire that burned from within. When she faced Elena Rybakina, one of the most powerful hitters on the tour, many doubted she could keep pace. But Amanda's calm was mesmerizing. She moved with grace, striking the ball with effortless timing. Her backhand, that silken 1-2 motion that once dazzled Paris, was back in full force. Rybakina hammered. Amanda painted lines. The rallies stretched long, the tension thick as desert heat. And in the decisive moments, it was Amanda who stood tall, her precision cutting through pressure like a blade through silk. She won 6-4, 3-6, 7-5, falling to her knees in disbelief as the crowd roared. "I'm proud of myself," she whispered in her post-match interview. "Not for winning, but for finding my love for tennis again." That line resonated around the world. It wasn't just victory, it was rebirth. Twin flames of American tennis. Together, Coco and Amanda represent two powerful energies: fire and flow, strength and elegance, passion and patience. They train differently, play differently, and speak differently. Yet on court, they share a rhythm that feels connected. Both grew up watching Serena and Venus Williams dominate the world, learning that excellence isn't just about titles. It's about representation, leadership, and belief. Now, they are the torchbearers of that legacy. At the Riyadh Finals, fans saw that legacy unfold. Between matches, the two practiced side by side, laughing, chatting, and occasionally exchanging tips. Amanda admired Coco's defensive genius. Coco admired Amanda's effortless technique. "Coco inspires me," Amanda said. "She's fearless, and that's something every player wants to be." "And Amanda," Coco replied in another interview, "reminds me why we play. For love, not just for trophies." That mutual respect transcended competition. It symbolized American unity in motion. Two young women rewriting what dominance looks like. Powerful, humble, and endlessly creative. Riyadh roars for queens. The Saudi crowd, once known for its quiet reverence, was anything but silent. They clapped, chanted, and waved flags for their favorites. And Coco and Amanda, with their charisma and authenticity, became instant fan favorites. In the front rows, young Saudi girls held signs that read, "Dream big like Coco," and "Amanda, you inspire us." It was a moment larger than tennis, a fusion of cultures, a spark of global sisterhood. As one local journalist wrote, "Gauff and Anisimova didn't just play in Riyadh. They made us believe that the future belongs to women who dare." The night of brilliance. The highlight of the tournament came when both Gauff and Anisimova played back-to-back night matches, and both triumphed under the same roof. First, Coco dismantled IGA Swiatek in a breathtaking semifinal clash, mixing aggression with calm intellect. Then, Amanda stunned the world by defeating Jessica Pegula, her fellow American, in a high-octane battle of shot-making. When the final point was won, Amanda threw her arms around Coco at courtside. It wasn't rivalry anymore, it was solidarity. The two laughed and posed for photos together. The stadium lights reflected off their sweat and smiles. Two champions standing as symbols of a new golden age. As Coco and Amanda stood together for the trophy ceremony, not as opponents, but as icons, the arena fell into a hush. The announcer's voice boomed across the air. "Ladies and gentlemen, the American powerhouses who redefine brilliance. Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova." Coco lifted her arm. Amanda smiled, and golden confetti rained down like blessings from the sky. For a moment, time stood still. The lights, the cheers, the emotions, everything merged into one glorious truth. American power had been unleashed, and the world was watching in awe. The kingdom of the future. When dawn broke over Riyadh the next morning, the city still hummed with excitement. Billboards flashed their faces. Fans lingered near the arena gates, hoping for another glimpse of the champions. From Miami to Manhattan, from Los Angeles to Jeddah, millions celebrated the rise of two women who proved that ambition has no borders, and that belief, when fueled by courage, can light up the world. In every sense, Coco Gauff and Amanda Anisimova didn't just dazzle at the WTA Finals. They redefined what it means to shine. Their message was clear, powerful, and eternal. We're not just here to play. We're here to inspire. And as the echoes of their victories fade into legend, one truth remains. The future women's tennis glows red, white, and blue. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.